today we are going to understand very important relation which is specially followed in the situation of uniform acceleration, and those relations are known as equations of motion. There are three relations, that means there are three equations of motion which we use in solving various numerical problems or daily life situations when body is doing uniform acceleration. Now, to get a better understanding of these equations of motions, there is a trick which I am going to share with you, which will help you to understand the different aspects related to this equation of motion. And the trick is very simple. A formula which we should use to understand this concept is 5-4-3. Now, what is this formula 5-4-3 that we are going to understand? In this motion, we observe there are 5 terminologies related in this situation. 5 terminologies which are used, which are observed in these motions are, there is also a trick to remember those things, those terminologies, and that is Vastu. Have you heard about the word Vastu? Vastu Shastra. You can take from there also. Or you can take in Hindi, Vastu. Vastu means something, any object. So for recalling this 5 terminology, we can use the word Vastu. So for uniform acceleration, there are 5 terminologies related to it. For example, V stands for final velocity. That means the velocity which is acquired by any object in after some time. A for acceleration. There is a uniform value of acceleration. Means the rate at which the speed will be changing. Whether it's increasing or decreasing, that doesn't matter. But when it is increasing, we take it positive. When it is decreasing, it is taken negative. That we have to take care of for acceleration. As for displacement, that how much it has shifted from initial position to final position. That is S. T for time, that in what time the change is being observed, and U for initial velocity, means with what velocity the object has started its journey. So for example, a car is moving with initial velocity U, and due to acceleration A, and after time T, it displaces S and acquires a velocity V, final velocity V. So this is initial velocity of the car, this is the final velocity of the car, time in which this had taken place is T, the displacement of this car from initial to final position is S, and with what value the velocity had changes from U to V is A. So there are 5 physical quantities: V, A, S, T, U. So you can recall 5 terminologies by recalling this word Vastu. So this is the 5. Now what is 4? Now out of these 5, we choose 4 terminologies, and then what is 3 here? 3. Out of these 4, we make finally 3 relations that we call equations of motion. So 5 is how many terminologies are there? 4 indicate that how many terminologies we are involving in making any equation of motion, and 3 are the equations of motions which we finally frame with the help of these 4 quantities. And these 4 quantities, these 4 terminologies are from these 5 terminologies. So out of 5, we select 4 and makes how many relations? How many equations of motion? 3. So that is the concept behind 5-4-3. Now, after getting this 5-4-3 concept, if we observe these 3 relations, which we call equations of motion also. Just have a look that in which of the relation, which of the terminology or quantity is not involved. So if we observe here, what are the quantities used here? V is there, U is there, A is there, T is there. So what is missing here? In this, out of these 5, 4 are there. What one is missing? The missing terminology is S. So that means we have not involved displacement in this situation. What about the second relation? S, that is displacement, is equal to ut plus half at square. So what is involved here? S, U, A and T. What is not involved here? Then final velocity is not involved here. In the third relation, third equation of motion, V square minus U square is equal to 2AS. 2 into A into S. So here what are involved here? V, U, A, S. What is not involved here? T. So these all are not involved. So that is the fundamental behind 543. That means out of 5 physical quantity, we select any 4 and finally we frame 3 equations of motion. And these 3 equations of motions, always 4 physical quantities are there. One is missing, and how to solve the various problems, out of these 4, 3 will be provided to you, and the 4th one you will have to find out in the solution. So this is the basic question. These are the basic questions asked in the examination. Okay. Now, if we analyze these 3 equations of motions, we find out that some terminology is missing, that we have come to know. Now, can you find out in all these 3 relations, that's in 3 equation of motion, which are the terminologies present in all the 3 relations? Can you find out that? So you can find out from here. Like in the first one, U and A is there. In second one also, U and A is there. And the third one also, U and A is there. That means initial velocity and acceleration is always present in equations of motion. That means they are the common member. Rest 2 will be there and 1 will be, we have to leave because we have to select only 4 physical quantities. So you can see that U and A is common member in all the 3 relations. Now on the basis of that, we give name to these relations. Then how do we give the name to these relations, these equations of motion? So the first relation, that is V is equal to U plus AT, this one, is named velocity time relation. Now how will we come to know that how these names are given? So what I said right now, that initial velocity and acceleration, that means always common. So 2 will be left. So suppose in the first relation, if you leave U and A here, so what is left? Velocity, final velocity and time. So what the name is given to this relation? Velocity time relation. So that means you have to leave initial velocity and acceleration in all the relations because this is common in all. So whatever is left, accordingly we give the name. For example, the next one, again you leave U and A. So what is left? Displacement and time is left. So what the name is given? Displacement time relation. And at last, the third one, again you leave U and A. So what is left? Final velocity and displacement. So what do you give name? Velocity displacement relations. So in this way, we give the name to these 3 equations of motion by leaving the common member U and A in every relation, and whatever terminologies are left, on the basis of that we give the different names. Now to solve the question based on uniform acceleration and by using these equations of motion, there are some common sense also required. common sense is always required to deal with any numerical problem. So we are going to understand some of the common sense which we use while solving these type of questions. For example, whenever it is said that a train is starting or any vehicle is starting, that means in that situation initial velocity should be always taken 0. Okay? And when it is said that a truck is coming to rest, that means in that situation final velocity should be taken 0. Other thing, whenever there is a speeding up tendency in the object, means the speed is increasing, then the value of acceleration is always taken positive when there is an increase in speed is or velocity is observed. When there is a decrease in speed, like when you are applying brakes, in that situation we take negative value of acceleration. In the similar manner, when we throw something upward, so when it is going up at maximum height, the final velocity is taken 0, and by whatever velocity we are throwing, that is taken as initial velocity. And while coming down to the earth, that position at maximum height, initial velocity is taken 0, and when you are catching or when it is reaching the midway, the velocity which you are taking is taken as final velocity. So there are common situations, common knowledge are also required to deal with these type of questions.